Hi Capricorn, this is Kay. You're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to your reading. So we're going to start off with the Lenormand to find out what it is Archangel Michael and the Holy Spirit want you to know today. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good weekend, and I'm happy to be here with you guys today. Thank you so much for coming by to watch the video. So, what are we talking about? Crossroads, okay? Number 22, that's a master number. So you've mastered something, and you are now with the Queen of Pentacles energy, the Q Diamonds, Queen of Pentacles energies, you're ready to commit elsewhere. In what area of your life? What are we talking about here? I wonder. Let's get Major Arcana, Archangel Michael, if you will, please. Jeez, okay. Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Crown and realization. Well, there's the crown, the queen there. Flexibility and ingenuity to better face whatever may come next. Wow. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, get that guy down there so we can see him. Let's get some clarification for the Wheel of Fortune, please, Archangel Michael, for our Capricorns. We have the Empress. Wow, gotta love that. The Empress. Yep, Wheel of Fortune, Empress. Empress energy. Wheel of Fortune with the Queen of Pentacles and Crossroads. Master number 22. Let's get a rune. Yep, that'll work. Laguz. Laguz, laguz, laguz. Flow, water, sea. Fertility source, a fertility source. The healing power of renewal. Life energy and organic growth. Imagination and psychic matters. Oh my God, this is so Empress energy, the Laguz. Let's see what it says here. Laguz. I gotta find it. Is that it? Yep. Wow. Water, river, and lake. The flow of events. Women's intuition. Travels. Easy attitude to life. You have dropped out of the process. Oh, that's the upside down version. Okay, so upright version is the flow of events, women's intuition, travels, and easy attitude to life. That's the Empress energy for you. Well, this is just perfect. This goes all hand in hand. So, Empress Capricorn. Now, you can be a man in your Empress energy. Don't forget that, okay? In your Queen of Pentacles energy as well. The Queen of Pentacles is pretty darn close to being Empress energy. All right, because the Empress is the energy. Let's see, what was I going to say? Queen of Pentacles. Oh, geez, I can't think now. These cards falling out like that. Wheel of Fortune. Jeez, this is a huge energy for you. Two major arcana is the same, right side by side. We have the Five of Cups, so there has been some disappointment. Disillusionment, yeah, disappointment and regret possibly. Empress energy and the Queen of Pentacles energy. Oh, the Star, beautiful. Wish has been granted. Wish is granted. Ooh, we got the Five of Pentacles. That's okay. Just means that there was a time where you might have felt like you were looking in from the outside, feeling left out. You got the King of Cups here. Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups. The Six of Pentacles, that's fair and balance. And the Seven of Cups, possibly fantasizing about something or just feeling overwhelmed and confused. So many options. The Empress energy, oh my God, I mean, this is huge energy here for you, Capricorn. Wow, we've got the Three of Pentacles, working with someone to lay a new foundation. The Strength. And the Six of Wands, there, you're being seen victoriously and successful. Okay, Eight of Cups, leaving something behind, the Lovers. The Seven of Pentacles, Justice. There's you, Queen of Pentacles there. With the Moon. Well, we'll see if we need to bring you out again. We've got the Moon and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. This is the future. Future is that something's going to be falling back into balance again, because it wasn't in balance. It was unjust. And justice, which is major arcana, it's the divine is bringing it in, bringing the justice in. Yeah. Wow. Seven of Pentacles, looking back at possibly the mistakes you had once made, what had to do with a lover situation that you have since walked away from. The Eight of Cups. Okay, so we have flow, water, sea, fertility, a renewal, a source of the healing, power of renewal, life energy, and organic growth. Imagination and psychic matters. Here's imagination right here. Psychic matters. Pardon me. Who's hissing at who? Okay, so crossroads. You were standing at a crossroads. Being the Queen of Pentacles, you decided to commit elsewhere. You were once committed, but you are mastering up. That's an Empress energy for you. Not to mention, you know, queens are become masterful manifestors as well, because they're so close to becoming the Empress, right? So you're mastering up. Therefore, you're on the destiny of fortune. You know, crown and realization, it says, flexibility and ingenuity to better face whatever may come next. So you get the Wheel of Fortune here again, the Empress energy, and then we have the Five of Cups. So there might have been something that, some karma you had to pay off, Capricorn, that you have experienced some kind of letdown, some kind of disappointment, some kind of regret, that you may have done something or someone did something that you wish you'd never met that person, you know? You wish it never happened, but it did. And so the relationship with the behavior or the actions between you, whether it's romantic or otherwise, it didn't work out, but you have hope. You should have hope. You would have hope if you turn around and see that you will have someone else to work with in the future, whether that's romantic or otherwise. Okay, it could be a new friend. It could be maybe an estranged sister, sibling, whatever, brother, that comes back into the fold, and the two of you, you know, you get cozy again, like become best friend siblings again. But the star is healing is happening, and it's wish that's been granted. So you're getting yourself aligned with meeting up with this vortex energy that has all your secret desires that have rocketed from your heart to your vortex in the ethers. And all your desires are in this area. Would you, if you wanted, if we had to, because humans need to humans have a habit of needing to be able to put things into organized boxes, you know, to be able to understand things. So if you want to put it in an organized box, your vortex is like kind of like the idea of the many rooms in the mansion that God has for all its children, right? And so one of the rooms is yours, and it's got everything that you could ever want, desire, is in that room. That's your vortex. The vortex is just the energy of what can manifest, what can coalesce from the ether, the invisible, right, to the physical form. So that's what's holding you in your vortex. And so you've been moving closer to it. I mean, you got the Wheel of Fortune here, that you paid off some karmic debt so that your wheel is now turning this way. Karmic debt that led to disharmony right here. This is your disharmony. This is the pain, the sorrow, the regret, the remorse, heartache, whatever it is for you, you've paid it off by having that experience. When you have pain of any kind, whether it shows up physically or not, emotionally, mentally, that means that you're experiencing pain, and if you wise up enough to realize what it's about, you're actually going to be acknowledging it. You're actually paying off karmic debt. You have come to realize things happen for a reason. It wasn't something that you would choose to have happen if, you know, with your own consciousness. You wouldn't choose it. But at another level it was. You know, etheric level, spiritual level, it was, you did choose it with the person that you had this experience with. But in the physical, at this conscious level, no one would choose to have that kind of heartache and pain. Who gets into a relationship to see a relationship that is, you know, to say, I'm going to get into this relationship because we're going to break up. Or it's going to go bad and we're going to end up going separate ways. Who enters into a relationship thinking that way, right? So no, not at this conscious level, but at higher levels, conscious levels, we definitely do. And so the star is that's your vortex. You're aligning your mind with it, your heart and your soul, your mind, everything with it. And you know, what you were once feeling left out in the cold from having had a difficult situation with someone, Capricorn, feeling like out of sorts for a while because you know, you were upset, you were angry, you're heartbroken, whatever it was. But then this person comes along and they are very interested in collaborating with you, working with you, or being romantic with you, however way it works for you. And it's going to be a fair equal give and take relationship with this person. They're going to deeply care for you if it's not, they're either going to deeply love you or they're deeply caring for you if it's not a romantic. They're gonna be fair. Like, this is the kind of energy you can expect from them. Care and fairness. Care and fairness, or love, deep love and fairness. It's going to be somewhat of, you may be feeling like somewhat of a fantasy to you that could be a bit confusing because you may not know if you should trust it given your past, okay? But the Empress energy is the energy that says, I'm going to open up. I'm going to open up and make myself vulnerable, because being vulnerable is the only way to find stability, really, to find true love, to become vulnerable, to find true love. But you have to be comfortable in your vulnerability, not completely comfortable, but enough that you actually allow yourself to be vulnerable, because then you're going to be connecting with this person, building the new foundation here, where that's the two of you together. Right there is you standing on a new foundation right here of you and them. You and them, and then you as one, you and them as one here. Or in a collaboration of sorts, whether it's at work, a business adventure you're on, or whatever it is. It's whatever area of life it is. Could be education, could be health. But you're finding the strength and courage to move towards, because I mean, you've got this Empress energy now where you're making yourself vulnerable. You're getting comfortable in your own skin in that way, and you're finding success. You're finding that people are approaching you, or you're finding that people are seeing you as somebody that they want to get to know, which allows you to truly walk away from the energy that you were chosen over by someone. You were, what do I want to say? You were chosen over. You were looked over. Yeah, you were looked over by someone that, you know, really bothered you, ended up making you feel like this here, regretful that you even met them, that you had anything to do with them. and your past mistakes about that. You're sort of looking at, okay, what didn't I see in them first? Or what did I see? What didn't I see that I saw? You know, like, did I see what I didn't see? You know, was I just kind of like avoiding the red flags that were coming up that I should have been questioning about them? So I made that mistake, and then oh yeah, I remember a time. Oh yeah, I remember when they said something and I just kind of glossed over it and just kept talking about something else, didn't pay any attention to it, you know, that kind of thing. But now this is that, it's coming back to where things are going to be in balance. They're going to be justified. It is going to be something that is fair for you, fair for them, of course, too. This King of Cups here. It's going to be you and this King of Cups in whatever endeavor, whether it's romantic or business or you're just hiring somebody to paint your house, okay? They're going to be the type of person that you're going to like them. They're going to be easy to get along with. You're going to like them. They're going to be nice people. He's going to be he or she's going to be a nice person, and you're more than happy to have them on your property for however many hours and days it takes them to paint your house, because you even invite them to come in for lemonade or something, you know, something refreshing, maybe even for lunch. You invite them in, you know, because they're going to be there all day painting. So you're going to be partnering up, whether you're hiring somebody to do something, whether you've gotten into a business, or maybe you're working with the finance, someone in, who knows, finance authority, somebody in investments, whatever, an accountant. It's just, it can be anybody. That it could be your doctor, a new specialist or a new doctor because you moved or something, and you're going to love your new doctor, and they're going to come across as though they really care about how well or how not well you are, right? It's going to be very copacetic. It's going to be a wonderful relationship in whatever terms we're talking about here. Could be romantic with the King of Cups. As you walk away from the regrets and remorse of the past. So like, maybe you hired a painter before this person, you hired him, and this painter either didn't show up, or they were sporadic and it was taking them forever to paint the house, and you noticed that it was kind of a shoddy job that they were doing, that they weren't really, they'd probably get paint on the window panes and stuff like that, right? And you just finally had enough because they just weren't coming and it was like taking the job forever to get done, and you just said, I can't do this with you anymore. I sure wish I hadn't hired you, you know? Sure wish I hadn't hired you, that I didn't, you know, that I didn't get this other person first. But then, you know, the divine says, we've got you lined up with somebody who's going to be able to be everything that you need them to be for a job like that, right? Because you paid off the karma debt through the disappointments of the other turkey who wasn't showing up and wasn't doing a good job, but still expected to be paid, you know? So you'll pay them, right? You pay them, and you washed your hands of them and said, be gone, be gone. You have chosen to be, you chose to be, deceitful or not, you chose not to be dignified or have integrity when you show up for someone, show up to do work for someone and expect to be paid. So I am looking at the mistakes I made, through the choices I've made, and now that I have realized that this has something to do with maybe the way I operated before in a relationship of some kind, okay? That this is getting me back. It's like, it's payback. This is the good fortune going forward. This is the karmic debt. The wheel had been going this way instead of that way. This is the karmic debt that you paid off with this. now your wish is that your house is going to get painted well by someone that you really do have a lot of respect for, and they seem to care about what their work and stuff like this. So you're going to be happy, you're going to be pleased with it. That's only that example, right? But however it works for you in your life, Capricorn. But it's all beautiful how it's going to end up, because it's going to end up balanced and just perfectly right. It's a good partnering. It's a good partnering that you end up in. Okay? Take care. Bye for now.